She stood there with a heavy padlock hanging from her neck. Not a collar. A thick, rusted padlock. Someone had chained her up and dumped her like trash, along with her 5 tiny puppies. She didn't bark or run. She just stood guard, tense and alert, keeping anyone and anything far from her babies. At first, it was hard to get close. She was scared, protective, and didn't trust anyone. But she also didn't try to attack. She just stood between her puppies and the world, unsure if the next human would help or hurt them. Each time food was offered, she didn't eat right away. She watched, waited, made sure no harm came near. So the food was placed a little further each time, just enough to help her feel safe. The idea was simple: show her that help was real, and food didn't come with a price. Over time, she started to understand. She still kept her eyes locked on every move, but her body began to relax. The tail stayed down, but the growling stopped. After a few days, her guard dropped just enough to let her puppies eat while someone stood nearby. She still stayed close, still watched, but she didn't interfere. That was the first sign of trust. Then came a quiet moment, one where she looked up, saw the same person again, and didn't flinch. She didn't come forward, but she didn't back away either. A week later, the plan to bring them all in came together. It wasn't easy. 2 friends came along to help. The puppies were caught first. They were easier to scoop up. Small and curious, not yet afraid of people. They were placed gently into a crate, safe and quiet. The mother didn't run. She didn't even move. Her eyes followed the crate, but she stayed rooted in place. She wasn't going anywhere without them. She put up one last fight, not out of aggression, but fear. It was the kind of struggle that said, "Don't take me from them." But she let go in the end, and once she was safely in the crate with her puppies, it was like the tension broke. A deep breath, a long stare, and then quiet. They were taken straight to the vet. The first thing done was to cut that padlock off her neck. The weight of it hit the table with a dull sound. It was more than metal. It was everything she had carried for who knows how long. With it gone, something shifted. Her head lifted a little higher. Her body softened. The puppies were healthy, young, bright-eyed, and already learning that not all humans were scary. They were cleaned, cared for, and eventually adopted into loving homes. Each of them got a fresh start, a life they never would have known if their mother hadn't kept them alive through those first rough weeks. And her, she stayed. She didn't just recover. She transformed. The fear faded. Her energy returned. She ran, she played, and she smiled. She learned to trust fully, not just with food or quiet moments, but with everything. She followed her new human from room to room, always curious, always ready. Her personality came out strong, playful, friendly, and full of life. Now she lives in a home where she's safe every single day. The dog that once stood frozen behind her puppies with a padlock around her neck is gone. In her place is a happy, energetic girl who's never short on kisses or her tail wags. She goes on walks, plays in the yard, and sleeps curled up on a soft bed that's hers and hers alone. She's not just surviving anymore. She's living the life she always deserved. Even sharing her story helps more dogs like her find love,